Hey, what's up, BFL fam? I'm Carlos, and welcome back to Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Today, the new release from Zoologist Perfumes called Tyrannosaurus Rex. Keep it right there.
Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Brooklyn Fragrance Lover.
Zoologist Perfumes is a Canadian niche perfume brand founded by Victor Wong. They released their first fragrances in 2014, and Tyrannosaurus Rex is their 16th fragrance, releasing on September 15th, yesterday. Victor is a creative director, and he has worked with many very well-known independent perfumers, and for this particular project, he teamed up with Antonio Gardoni. The brand is known for their very artistic and creative and sometimes complex perfumes. They're not for everyone. They are not mass appealing type fragrances. Victor doesn't conform to any perfume trends. He does what he wants to do on his own terms, and it definitely shows in their products. Victor Wong visited New York City about a month and a half ago. He gifted me a travel spray of T-Rex, as I'll call it for the rest of this video, and I got to try it several times and play with it and get to know it a little bit. Having spoken with Victor back and forth, he realized I did indeed like T-Rex, so he was very kind and sent me this presentation, and thank you very much for that. But for you guys, as always, all opinions are my own. Let's take a look at the packaging. Here is the beautiful box that it comes in. This is a limited edition. There were only 450 pieces made, and the other version is a black box, just like this, but the T-Rex doesn't have sunglasses on it. This has cool sunglasses on it. Very, very cool. It's magnetic, and it opens, and there sits the bottle. That's magnetic. And that's your presentation of Zoologist Perfumes, T-Rex. T-Rex, as we all know, have been extinct for millions of years, and creating a perfume around a dinosaur that's been extinct for millions of years, or their environment for that matter, must have been no easy task. I'll give you an excerpt of what Victor and Antonio envisioned, and that'll help with how they came up with this particular fragrance. A sultry heat wafts across the land, lapped up greedily by the abundant flora that thrives in its midst. Trees soar to majestic heights and plants flower for the first time, their petals spreading to give birth to a world rich in diversity. The Cretaceous period comes of age against the backdrop scorched by wildfire and lightning strikes. Over this turbulent landscape, a massive predator looms. Giants rule the earth, but even giants can be cut down within the powerful jaws of the fearsome Tyrannosaur. Standing tall, the terrifying beast fears nothing until that pivotal moment when a fire in the sky signals the end of their deadly reign. Zoologist T-Rex is an extrait de parfum concentration, concentrated at 23%. The notes are bergamot, black pepper, fir, laurel leaf, neroli, nutmeg, champaca, geranium, jasmine, osmanthus, rose, ylang-ylang, resins, cade, cedar, civet, frankincense, leather, patchouli, sandalwood, and vanilla. You don't need that many sprays. This is some potent stuff. This composition has a ton of notes, and not all of those come across on my skin. I'm going to give you what I get from it on my skin. The first word that comes to mind when I spray it on skin is fiery. Cold yet fiery. It's big, it's bold, it's complex. There's a little spice. I smell a lot of the green notes. It smells like burning forest. This is room-filling aroma for sure. It's a big opening that stays that way for a good half hour to an hour. It does start to mellow down, but you do not lose the complexity. Cade, I think, is a big player in this composition. it comes out right out of the gate and stays a prominent note in the composition throughout the whole ride on skin. The floral aspects of this composition I really don't get too much. If anything, they're probably there to soften the whole big and bold opening, but it's dry to me. It's not like luscious, heady flowers. You get little whiffs of it, but it's not in the forefront. That burning forest and bold cade stays on skin for a good portion of the fragrance. As T-Rex dries down further on skin, I get a leather nuance. It's not too big, but it's definitely a very present leather accord that's there. And on the full dry down, I get sandalwood. I don't get vanilla. I really honestly don't get any sweetness from this. It's spicy, it's fiery, it's smoky, it's resinous, but nothing comes across sweet or floral from T-Rex on my skin. T-Rex projects for about up to 2 hours, significantly, but after that it gets closer to skin, but it stays on skin for me a good 7 to 8 hours. Not projecting beastly, but it's definitely there on your skin, and you can definitely smell it if you put your nose close to where you sprayed it. I don't think this is one to overspray. I would advise not to overspray. This is one, in my testing of it, found that it worked better or smelled better to me with less applications than putting on too much. I think this one will wear better if you apply it a little lighter than something else that you normally would. I think this is perfect for the cold winter months. I could see this when it's really cold out there. I mean, dead of winter cold. I think T-Rex will shine the most in cold weather. That's what I think it's best suited for. Not for work, I wouldn't wear this to work, but I would wear it for a date night or a night out, or perhaps the club as well, but definitely in the winter. A few points before I wind this review down. I did say that the cade is very prominent in this composition, and in some perfumes where cade is very prominent, you get a very barbecue type of aroma, and as smoky and fiery as I say this T-Rex is, it never comes off as barbecue, so that's a good thing. The sweet notes definitely don't pop on my skin. I don't get anything vanilla from this composition, and my skin tends to amp sweet notes, but that's not happening with this one. Finally, it's a complex fragrance. It's not for everyone. I definitely do suggest to sample before purchasing, but it is complex yet compelling, and it's something definitely worth checking out. Kudos to Mr. Gardoni for executing a fragrance that stayed in line with Victor Wong's vision of fragrances that are artistic and non-conforming to perfume industry standards, and yeah, really well done. You guys, thanks for watching. That's all I have for you today on Zoologist Perfumes T-Rex Short and Sweet, like I always do. I would love to share a 10 ml decant with one lucky subscriber. All you have to do is subscribe to Brooklyn Fragrance Lover, like this video, then leave one comment down below with what you enjoyed most about this video today. If you're new to this channel, please do consider subscribing. And if you have been a subscriber, click on that bell icon so you don't miss notifications on new reviews, new content giveaways, and all the fragrant fun always happening right here at BFL. Take care, stay blessed, and I will see you at the next review.